down. Slow down. Slow down, brother.
Same time for 2 years. Rosa Parks lived long enough to be able to see the first 2 Shrek movies in theaters. And let's not forget that in her lifetime, she actually sued the band Outkast.
Whoa. I wonder why. But I'm just joking, man. And I just had to close my eyes for a second and snap back in. It felt so real. What it do, my good people? Welcome back again, man. Has it been a tough week for you, boy? But it's good to be back in. It's good to be here with y'all again. And it's good to be reacting again. So, have y'all been feeling like, something's been weird lately? Yeah, me too. And I'm guessing these people as well. So let's jump in.
Something going on.
So y'all don't think it's strange that everybody have meteors in their city right now? Y'all don't think it's strange that it's fucking March 19th already? Y'all don't think it's strange that we almost over the new year already? Y'all don't think it's strange that we can't even really eat food no more like we used to? Or we don't even know what the fuck we want to eat or drink? Y'all don't think it's strange that we can barely sleep? Y'all don't fucking think it's strange that the fucking daylight saving time is fucking weird? Y'all don't think it's strange? Y'all don't think it's strange?
And that's not all, y'all. Bro, look at this shit, bro. Look at this. What kind of sense does this make, man? What
is really going on? Look at this. This is crazy.
Right. What is this?
Man, looking at that weather thing, it just brought back something to me. Seeing that the country I was born in, Jamaica, seeing that the weather back there changed to as low as what? I think it was plus 19 at one point. And in all my 30 years, I've never seen Jamaica get that cold. So I feel like, there's something going on in the air, but I don't know, y'all.
The United States is about to get a blizzard, a polar vortex, a heat dome, and an atmospheric river all at once. The entire country, all of the United States, every one of our 50 states is about to get hit with extreme weather all at the same time. This is not just one region. This is not just one storm. A top meteorologist has said that every one of our 50 states is about to get hit with extreme weather conditions.
Did y'all see what happened to Hawaii? Look at this. Hawaii got flooded out. Look at the color of the water. Bro, what? Where did that water come from? Where did that water come from? Look at this, bro. That's crazy. All of this is going on in Hawaii. This is a big storm. Look at this. There was a crazy blizzard in Michigan that brought almost 5 feet of snow, y'all. Look at this. The snow made an imprint on the door. Look at that jump, bro.
They called Blizzard Elsa here in the UP of Michigan. As you can see, the snow is up pretty far.
Those cars are gone.
That's out to a fence line over there. And the Ford Ranger and the boat is now gone. And the other boat buried.
Bro, that's crazy.
They're saying we got over 4 feet of snow from this blizzard.
And then meanwhile, on the complete other side of the world, you have them going through a heat wave, bro. Mother Earth is really going through it, and I know y'all feel that one too. But
and even with that as well, I'm hearing that, over here in Canada, this summer is about to be the hottest summer that we're supposed to ever get. But I'm going to leave that up to when that time reaches.
Let me know what you guys think about this video, man. The shift is here. We are in the midst of it. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
Y'all don't think it's strange that everybody have meteors in their city?
Yo, we can all look.
Okay, guys, is it just me, or does everything feel weird? Like, I can't be the only one that feels like this. I'm out walking my dog right now. And okay, guys, is it just me to wonder?
I am freaking the fuck out right now.
Okay, guys, is it just me, Or does everything feel weird? Like, I can't be the only one that feels like this. I'm out walking my dog right now, and I just began to wonder and think, that how are we already halfway through the current year? That doesn't even make much sense at all. Like, how are we already halfway through the current year? Everything just feels weird. Everything just feels off. People don't even feel the same. Like, nobody really feels the same. Like, am I the only one that feels like this? I can't be the only one that feels like this. Again, just bear with me. I'm walking my dog. So, yeah.
I kind of feel and I get the concept of a lot of what he's saying, because the other day I had this, I don't know, it was just a moment. I was looking at one of my siblings, man, and I swear to God, I had this out of body experience. It's like I was standing there and something, I don't know if it's my spirit or something, it's like my sibling moved and my eyes and my body, like something within me moved with him, but I was still standing in the same spot. And I just had to close my eyes for a second and snap back in. It felt so real.
But everything just feels bizarre. Like, I can't put my finger on it. It's just like the weather seems confused. Animals seem confused. Like, I don't really know what more to add to any of that. It's just everything feels fake. Okay, guys.
I am freaking the fuck out right now. What is CERN doing with our timeline? Like, what are they doing? I've been unpacking some boxes from my storage unit. I pulled these out of a cedar chest I have, and I've worn these every winter for almost 20 years. My son is 22 years old, and when he was in diapers, he was like 2.5. My best friend crocheted these for me. I bought the yarn in the colors I wanted. These are my favorite. And he crocheted it for me. He made one hat and one scarf for me. That's all I bought 2 skeins of yarn, and that was all that was going to be enough for, right? Was one hat and one scarf. What the fuck is happening? This, as you can clearly see, is a second hat, and they look different. They look different, but I don't remember this one. I remember this one because it had these weird lines where it started to separate at the bottom because he was running out of yarn. I don't remember this one at all. And what's really freaking me out is that I messaged him about it. It's like, hey dude, listen, I need you to remember this event for me correctly, okay? Because I'm not sure I am. He said, well, what's going on? And I said, remember that scarf and hat you made for me? The one in the fall colors, and I bought the yarn. And he's like, yeah. And I said, what exactly did you crochet out of all of that? And he said, I made you one hat and one scarf because that's all you asked for, and you only gave me 2 skeins of yarn. I was like, that's it? One hat and one scarf? And he said, yeah, that was all you gave me enough for. I said, you didn't make me 2 hats? He goes, no, I would have needed a whole nother skein of yarn for that. So then I showed him what was happening with the hats. And he goes, what the actual fuck? He doesn't remember making a second hat either. I just found my own personal Mandela effect in the Matrix, and it's bothering me. What are they doing to time?
Y'all ever had anything weird like that happen to y'all, man? Drop it down in the comments if you will.
I grew up in the 2000s, so that meant the 80s were like roughly 20 years ago when I was a kid growing up. So that means playing Crank That Soulja Boy to a kid right now in the 2020s is the equivalent of playing an 80s song when I was growing up. And that means the 2010s music is like playing 90s music in the 2000s.
Man, slow down. Slow down. Slow down, brother.
Like playing Fetty Wap, Prime Fetty, 2015, to a kid that's growing up in 2025, 2026. That is literally like playing a 90s song to them. I don't like it, man. I grew up in the 2000s.
What's the population in 3036?
The world population?
Yeah.
Just over 2 billion people. You know what? You might actually be here when the big blackout happens. How old are you again?
42.
So you'll be in your 70s by the time that happens. You might want to check out before then.
What's the big blackout?
The big blackout, if I'm not mistaken, happens in December 2052. Basically everything goes dark for upwards to 5 years. The internet, the power, it all gets disconnected on the account of what's called terrorists. But many speculate otherwise. Anyway, 5 years, it's turmoil, riots, you name it. It's pretty much one of the worst of times. It takes them upwards to 20 years to get the power back online. And even then, it's absolute chaos. Believe it or not, our zoo consists of animals like dogs and cats, rabbits, squirrels. These are considered exotic animals. All of the larger species like lions and tigers, cat species.
Like, I hear you, bro, cool and all. What the thing I don't get, all these, I've seen many videos like this, all these people coming back from the future and shit like that. And they're telling us all these things. But one thing I never see, where is your time traveling device, if I must ask? Why do they always send back one person just to come and relay back information? Man, get out of my face with this.
He's so large.
I know I can't be the only one to notice that time is flying by. It seems like days are merging into each other, and it seems like we don't even have 24 hours in a day anymore. Like, what is going on with time? Now, people can say, oh,
you know, there's something that I'm really recognizing when it's coming to this time situation and feeling like, you know, time is just whipping by, which it is. But I feel like the more we focus on the time is the more we lose the aspect of living. You know, because we're focused on, we have to get this done, we have to get that done, we have to get this done. And then by the time we look over at the clock, it's like, where did our day go? Because we were focused on getting so much done. And just taking time to, you know, do this or do that, and even mostly something that you enjoy, you will recognize that the concept of time does not really matter. If you don't believe me, you can try. For me, where I feel like the time doesn't exist is when I'm fishing. It doesn't exist, and it feels so relaxing. But let me know what does it for you, that when you feel like time is going super fast. Could be work, could be a hobby, could be doing whatever. What do you do where you feel like, you know, time is zipping by?
it's just because you are getting older. But there has to be something more going on here, because think about this. 2020 was 6 years ago, you know, when everything happened. That's wild. I don't know, man. It seems like everything is a blur anymore. It seems like no matter the time that you wake up, it's already time to go back to bed for another day. And it feels as if days are merging into each other. I know I can't be.
I keep seeing videos about how our timelines are all messed up, like how I didn't know that woolly mammoths were around at the same time that the pyramids were being built. But there's actually so many other weird overlaps that are blowing my mind. Like how Dali died the same year that Daniel Radcliffe was born. And even weirder, Eminem and Picasso were alive at the same time for 2 years. Rosa Parks lived long enough to be able to see the first 2 Shrek movies in theaters. And let's not forget that in her lifetime, she actually sued the band Outkast.
Whoa. What? How old are we?
The Declaration of Independence was being signed, no one knew that dinosaurs even existed. Like, dinosaurs had actually not been discovered yet. And let's not forget that Cleopatra was born closer to the invention of the iPhone than to the actual pyramids being built. This one sounds fake, but is totally real. The last person to collect a pension from the Civil War died the year that Obama took office. And finally, the oldest tree alive today was around at the time of woolly mammoths. And not only that, but when the last woolly mammoth died, this tree was already 1,000 years old. And before we dive in, if you love the spooky and dark, you'll love the podcast. I keep seeing...
Well. God damn, we are old.
What is going on? Guys,
This man's predictions from 1998 are coming true.
I think it's just going to get weirder and weirder and weirder, and finally it's going to be so weird that people are going to have to talk about how weird it is. I look for the invention of artificial life, the cloning of human beings, possible contact with extraterrestrials, possible human immortality, and at the same time, appalling acts of brutality, genocide, race baiting, homophobia, famine, starvation. The mushroom said to me once, it said, "This is what it's like when a species prepares to depart for the stars. You don't depart for the stars under calm and orderly conditions. It's a fire in a madhouse." And that's what we have, the fire in the madhouse at the end of time. This is what it's like when a species prepares to move on to the next dimension. The entire destiny of all life on the planet is tied up in this. We are not acting for ourselves or from ourselves. We happen to be the point species on a transformation that will affect every living organism on this planet at its conclusion.
This man's
Wow.
predictions from 19...
You probably know that the Earth is divided into 24 time zones, but why do they look so weird? You see, time starts at the prime meridian, Greenwich, or 0 UTC, Coordinated Universal Time. All zones east of Greenwich have positive offsets, while those to the west have negative offsets. So, when you were in Los Angeles, you were in the UTC -8 time zone. But if the time zones remained perfectly straight, there would be a number of inconveniences. For example, in Phoenix, one part of the city would be in UTC -7 and another in -8, creating a 1-hour difference and significant confusion. For this reason, it was decided to change the time zone boundaries based on the borders of countries and regions. The country with the largest number of time zones is France. Thanks to its numerous overseas departments, it covers 12 time zones. At the same time, a giant like China technically covers 5 time zones, but decided to use only 1 for the whole country. As a result, western cities like Kashgar are still dark at 10 a.m. You probably know that the Earth...
Nobody knows what time it is anymore. Time is getting really freaking weird. And there's a reason for this, which I'll explain at the end of the video. Have you also noticed that you just don't know what day it is? Or you don't know what time it is? What's been happening to me a lot lately is I have appointments and I completely forget about my appointment, which has never happened to me ever. I'm punctual Polly over here. The reason we're experiencing this right now is because we live in a quantum reality. Time does not actually exist. Time is an illusion.
There is no such thing as the past. There is no such thing as the future. There is only the present. This is actually something.
I am honestly starting to believe it. Like, time is only a construct. It's what we have in our head of what a day is, what we're supposed to consist of in a day, and what we're supposed to consist of at night. I don't feel like we know what time it really is. And I don't feel like we're a species that was even supposed to use something like time. Something else, but not time. And I feel like, obviously, it is something man-made, but the construct of it doesn't make sense to how certain days, not even certain days, it doesn't make sense to day and night. It just doesn't. And everybody says just because you're getting older and you're getting more busy and you have more responsibilities. No. You're just getting more wiser to what's happening around you. That's it.
Thing that's talked about in Hopi prophecy, if you're familiar with that tribe. Fun fact, I was actually a Hopi tribe leader in a past life. So what's happening with time right now is time is literally speeding up. Why is time speeding up? Well, I think it's because our human consciousness is evolving because people are waking up. It is literally affecting our time-space reality. We are going from the old Earth to the new Earth. So everything's just about to get real freaking crazy. Have you been experiencing time differently? Time is just not what it once used to be. Follow my page for everything spiritual and cosmic awakening. Nobody.
I'm so excited to get on this slide. This is awesome. Like, I'm so ready.
Wait, can I go?
My husband and I went to this weird town called Felicity with a population of 2 people. I think these are their houses. And their church. He got attacked by a fly next to the Liberty Bell. There's a graveyard behind the church. One of the 2 people. They have a maze.
I wonder why. But I'm just joking, man. Anybody want to pack up and move there? A population of 2 people with that much space, and they have a graveyard and a church? And it's in America?
Apparently, it's at the center of the universe, and this pyramid is the exact center. They have a checkerboard and a staircase.
I want to see what those 2 people actually look like. I want to see what those actual people look like. Not a faraway view. I want to see what their faces look like.
From the Eiffel Tower that leads to nowhere.
I'm just trying to see something.
Where?
To sound ungrateful or that I don't appreciate my life, but I don't know if it's just me, but living right now is weird. Like, it just feels weird. The hours fly by, the days, the months are flying by, and you really feel like, what the fuck have I really done with my life? All I know is I'm a mother and I work and I pay bills. That's all I know. That's all I know. And I know God did not intend for it to be this way. Like, is it me or is life just weird? I can't even put a good word on it. It's just, this ain't the same 24 hours my mama had or my grandmother had. I know it.
Can't be. It can't be at all. It really cannot be.
I don't want to see you anytime soon, but I just want to live a little bit more and with intention. Good intention. Because right now, I just can't put my finger on it, but I'm lacking something. Something's lacking. I don't know. Somebody understands me. I don't know who, but bitch, take to the comments. We can talk about it. Good day. Bye. Now, I hope this finds the right side of TikTok, but does life feel weird?
to anybody else. Like, whatever your situation may be, if you're in America. It's a very weird time here on TikTok. And I want to start by saying, even though I'm not posting about how...
You know, this idea that the government is going to use futures to somehow suppress the price of oil because...
I went to Egypt. As we approached the Great Pyramid, time began to slow down for us. It's called time dilation. Why? Because those 2 million blocks of stone have so much mass that it creates a time dilation bubble around us. A person that's standing directly next to the Great Pyramid is experiencing time microns slower than the person that is 100 miles away. Time is bendable. Time is malleable. Time travel into the future is 1000% possible. Once you have the knowledge of time and how it works, you'll be free. Time does not exist. Clocks exist. I went to Egypt as
I said, I'm starting to believe it. I'm starting to believe it, man.
We approach.
All right, y'all. So that's gonna do it for this one, man. I can really say this one has your boy thinking, really thinking. But hey, do y'all feel like there's really something going on? Cause I definitely do. But until another video, I want to appreciate y'all again for tuning in. Let's make sure you hit your boy up on Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat. Until another video, y'all already know. Doses.